I am back to roast to Khushboo Patani, and now I think here I contains problems. The problem is that every time it shows top comments, well, but still all setting is okay. Well, Salam Habibi, how are you? I hope you are fine. It is me, Michaela Santa. I am here with you. According to the titles, you know that we are roasting the feminist celebrities, and today's feminist celebrity is Khushboo Patani, and here our topic is reNEEET examinations, where we are talking the why meritorious girl students did not subscribe Khushboo Patani. And here we can see the points. And now let's get the started moments. Now here we can see. Well, it is the girl Khushboo Patani, and here we can see these points. Here source is YouTube Israel. Now what is the points of Khushboo Patani in May 18, 2026 and in the short videos?
बाल मोनिका ग्रेटर नोएडा दीपिका नोएडा और ऐसे बहुत सारे नाम इस हफ्ते बहुत ज्यादा न्यूज में हाईलाइट हुए हैं और ये सारी की सारी महिलाएं डाउरी की वजह से आज मर चुकी हैं, मृत्यु घोषित हो चुकी हैं। एनसी
Okay. Now here we can see the points. Accordance with Khushboo Patani, in May 18, here news is trending. Where news is here Monica and several girls to be wife in Noida has been died because of the persecution of dowry. It is the points of Khushboo Patani. But today's our points is about what? Well, now today's our point is here NEET 2026. Okay. Now let's check out the points. Who was Khushboo Patani? Here we can search. Well, Khushboo Patani is a formal major of the Indian Army. I mean, retired major of Indian Army, and she is a fitness influencer and certified nutritionist. Okay. Now, hence we hope that we feminist students hope that she would say some things about reNEET examinations. But what has happened here we can see that is the points. Okay. Now it is her channel. Here screenshot is from YouTube Israel. Well, here we can see Major Khushboo Patani contains the subscribe of 738,000 subscribers and 1,000 videos. Well, here we can see the points. It is the last that talks about the dowries at the short videos, and in long videos. Well, here we can see. It is the last video where Khushboo Patani is discussing about the brothel workers. Okay, and now let's meet the points. But still, Khushboo Patani did not mention any points to describe about here what is the points of reNEET examinations. Okay, now here we can see this here. Her subscriber is 738,000. From 738,000 here we assume that 38,000 subscriber or 138,000 subscribers would be girls. And here we can see, well, in this moments, here is views of 65,416, and here 4,700 likes. But still, the last short video was not discussing about reNEET examination 2026. Okay. Now let's check it. Let's check the points. Who was the subscriber of Major Khushboo Patani's? Let me discuss. Okay. Well. Now here we can see at the moments. Okay. Now when I started to roast Khushboo Patani in the topic of her performance and her intention to destroy the sovereignty of India in the news and politics live streams, here you would know that here Khushboo Patani was roasted just because she is bullying the honorable Hindu saint named Anirudh Acharya. And now, today is the points that we would question that why Khushboo Patani did not stand with our reNEET meritorious girl aspirants. Here we can see these points. Okay? Say hi. Okay. Salam, how are you? Okay. Well, hi. Oh, salam. And here we can see that is the points. But here now, let me take the point analysis that who was the subscriber of Major Khushboo Patani. And here we can see these moments. Mature girl does not subscribe the girl major, of course. Well, here we can see 4,700 likes of on the shorts of Major Khushboo Patani. Now let's check it. Who was 4,700 like her? Well, they are the girl aspirants. Okay. Well, who can escort almost 5 correct answers and 175 wrong answers out of 180 questions of reNEET exam 2026. Okay. Now here we can see this points. Well, what is the HF scores? The HF score is 100. Negative 155 out of positive 720. Okay. Now here we can state what is happening in the points. Well, now it is the point here we can see this was Major Khushboo Patani was discussing about the dowry in the last shorts video, but she did not discuss the about the points to support girls aspirant of NEET examinations, where recently NEET examinations has been cancelled by National Testing Agency in 2026 in the reason of the paper leak. Question paper leaks. And here we can see the points. Well, here now question paper leak of NEET 2026 is one of the significant points to be the national points, because uh, NEET is a Indian national medical entry exams that can decide that who is the girl that can be selected in a all Indian Institute of Medical Science, and who is the girls that can be selected in governmental medical college, and who is the girls that can be selected in Indian Army Medical College. And here we can see the points. Now, why I am roasting about the Khushboo Patanis? Now let's check it. Here is the points I have seen. Well, Indian Army Medical Hospitals. The Indian Army Medical Hospitals are part of the Army Force Medical Service, which is the tri-service organizations of Ministry of Defense. Well, provided integrated health care of service personnel, the Indian Army, Navy and Air Force, as well as their dependents, ex-servicemen and authorized civilians. The hospital officers rank of the service from primary treatment to advised supers, qualified and service and uh, neurology, neurosurgery and trauma management. Okay, now here we can see these points. Well, and here on the other hand, according with Wikita, Khushboo Patani is an certified nutritionist and fitness influencers. But still, here we can see these points. We could notify the Khushboo Patani's hardcore fans, who would be 4,700 girls to like her short video uploaded in May 18, 2026, where the particular girls who could score here were the points: 5 correct answer and 175 wrong answers out of 180 questions of NEET examinations, and the score is negative 155 out of 720. Okay, now let's check it the moments. And now, well, here is the significant discussions at the moments we could see. In 1 year earlier, almost here, June, July, and it is a 9 month earlier when we started to roast Khushboo Patani. Here was the points that Khushboo Patani was bullying Anirudh Arajha because Anirudh Arajha ji criticized the unethical affair between a girls and a boys, particularly here Anirudh Arajha was criticizing the living relationship. When Anirudh Arajha criticizing the living relationship, Khushboo Patani was bullied her. But now Khushboo Patani is not discussing about here NEET exam girls aspirants, and she is not supporting NEET examination girls aspirants at the significant points. And now here we can see, well, today we are talking about why Khushboo Patani is not supporting the girls aspirant of NEET exams. Okay, and now here we can see the let's get the points. Okay, now we can see the points. The meritorious girl of NEET examinations would support Anirudh Acharya against the living relationship, because here we can see a living relation. Sometimes living relationship is just distract the girls as meritorious girls aspirations from the preparation of NEET examinations. Okay, now here we can see who was the here meritorious girl. Now let's check the points. Who was the girls aspirants who did not subscribe? Khushboo Patani. Here we can check the moments. The girls who did not subscribe Khushboo Patani and criticize Khushboo Patani 9 months earlier is the meritorious girl is aspirant of NEET 2026 who can score 175 correct answers and 5 wrong answers out of 180 questions. And here we can see this moments. Okay. Now let's check it. What would be the answers? Where? Okay. Now let's check it the moments. What would be the answers where meritorious girl aspirants would attend 175 correct answers and 5 wrong answers out of 180 hard questions in reNEET exam 2026. Their score would be 695 out of 720. Okay. Now it is the moments here. That is the points. The girl who did not subscribe Khushboo Patani is here the girl aspirants of NEET examinations to attend 175 correct answers and 5 wrong answers out of 180 questions of reNEET exam 2026 to be eligible as a girl students of here All Indian Institute of Medical College, Medical Science. Okay, now here we can see the points. Well, for here we can see the All Indian Institute of Medical Science. Here we can see cutoff would be here 660 out of 720. Now here we can see the girl who hates Khushboo Patani because of the topic of living relationship and Anirudh Acharya, when they could score 695 out of 720 just because to attempt 175 correct answers and 5 wrong answers out of 180 questions and became the students of All Indian Institute of Medical Science, because the cutoff of All Indian Institute of Medical Science is 660 out of 720. It is the significantly clear that here the haters of Khushboo Patani is significantly the meritorious girl students. Okay. Now here is the moments, that is the significant journeys as we could see. Okay. Now let's check the points. Okay. And here we can state at the momentums. Just wait and watch. Huh? Okay. Now here we can see that was the moments. Well. And now it is what is the points? The point today's date is almost well May 22, 2026 is the today's point. And here now let's check it. What is her moments? When Khushboo Patani discussed about the topics that why good people love the toxic peoples. Here the uploading date was almost May 11, 2026. It was the starting points when here we could see here NEET examinations 2026 has been cancelled by National Testing Agency just in the reason of the question paper leaks. And here we go. What is the responsibility for Major Khushboo Patani? Major Khushboo Patani is responsibility was to discuss about the how much disturbance the girls, meritorious girls, aspirants of NEET feel, and that is the points. But still, Khushboo Patani did not discuss anything about the moments. In lieu, Khushboo Patani is busy to discuss why good people love toxic people. Oh my God! Now here we can. It is here May 11, 2026. Well, and now here we can state the moments. Okay. Well, it is the videos where Khushboo Patani states why good people love toxic people when she should discuss to support meritorious girls aspirants in NEET 2026. But I think here probably I could believe she did not explain it. And what is the cause? Well, if she would explain it, hence she would lost almost 138,000 subscribers who can score negative 155 out of positive 720 in the course of 5 correct answers and 175 wrong answers at the moment. Now let's check it. Well, what is the here? Now what is the schedule cast cutoff? Schedule cast cutoff is 138 out of 720 as the lower cutoff. But the 138,000 subscriber was the girls aspirant of reNEET who can score negative 155 out of positive 720, and they are the particular supporters of Major Khushboo Patani, who was the women to be supporter of Khushboo Patani against Hindu Sant Anirudh Acharya, where Anirudh Acharya was against the living relationship Okay, I mean multi-living relationships at the moment. Okay, now let's check at the points. Now here we can see this. Here I have mentions who was the supporter, who was 4700 likers of Khushboo Patani. Okay, now let's check it. Now is all of haters of Khushboo Patani could be the students of all Indian Institutes of Medical Science. Let me check the points. Okay. Now here we can see. Okay. Now let's check it. Uh, okay. Now here we can see these points. Well, now in this moment, how much seats of all Indian Institutes of Medical Science in 2026? Here was my questions. Now let's check the answers. Pathology is 7 seats. Community medicine is 4 seats. Biochemistry is 3 seats. Anatomy is 2 seats. And here microbiology is 3 seats. Okay. Now here we can say about the anatomy and microbiology. Okay. Now other department like anatomy, forensic medicines and orphanology contains 1 or 2 seats. Okay. Now here recently here is the probable points. Forensic medicines would contains 2 seats as a vacancy. Okay. Higher demand specialist is almost medicine, surgery, radiology, and dermatology as 0. Okay. Now let's check at the forensic medicine. Now, what forensic medicine is necessary? Well, the forensic medicine is necessary for Indian Army medical hospitals. Okay. Now here we can check the here Khushboo Patani is consider herself as an fitness influencer and certified nutritionist. But now let's check what was the reality. Okay. Now reality is this point. Khushboo Patani did not discuss about reNEET girls aspirants 2026, and she did not support the girls aspirants in 2026. Where when we can see the points, the several funny channels was supporting girls aspirants of reNEET, where their history, channel history was mentioned that the channels to support girls aspirant was the funny channels in 2022. But now even they are supporting girls, meritorious girls aspirant. But why Khushboo Patani did not supporting meritorious girls aspirants? Here is a significant question. And now we contains the probable answer, and the answer is the significant dangerous points. Okay. Now let's check it. What was the significant dangerous moments as an answers? Well. And now Here we can see this one. I have opened YouTube Israel. Okay, and now let's check it. What's point of view? Major Khushboo Patani as the significant part. Well, now here we can see. I think I would be wrong, but well, in the live sections, it is all about discussion about society soldiers. Okay, that would be respectable. Well, here I have mentions, and now her we can see that today's video is about dowry in India. Okay, now let's check it. Well, and here well, now here we can check the points. Khushboo Patani's accordance with Khushboo Patani's channels. Here upload date is May 10, 2026. Well, viewers is 6700 900. I apologize. 67,902 views. And how much like? That is 3600 views. Okay. Who was 3600 likes? Well, here the 3600 liker was the girls aspirants of reNEET who can score 5 correct answers and 175 wrong answers. Hence that she could score negative 155 out of positive 720. When their score would be negative 155, the scheduled cast lower cutoff is positive 138. Now let's see the difference between positive 138 and negative 155. Okay. Now let's contest the summation between 138 and 155. That is 255 and 38. Okay. What is 255 sum by 38? That is 285 sum by 8. What is 85 sum by 8? That is 91. I apologize. That is 93. Hence, here we can see the response. The likers of, here we could notify the significant disturbance. Here, 3600 likers of the video with the title of "Why We Chase People Who Are Hurt Us: The Psychology of Attractions" by Khushboo Patani is the girl aspirants who can score well 293 less than here one here we can see this words 293 less than the lowest cut of the here schedule cast cutoff of NEET 2026, and it is the points to be noticed. Well, that is the lowest marks of the girls aspirant to supporters of Khushboo Patani. But now here we can see this points. What is the highest scores of the girls aspirants who support Khushboo Patani? And let's check it. At the momentums. Okay. Now here we are backing to the points. Now here we can see the The supporters at the highest score of supporters of Khushboo Patani as a girls students, they can attend almost 15 correct answers, and here 165 wrong answers out of 180. Now what would be their score? Okay, their score would be negative 105 out of positive 720. That means the highest scores of girls aspirants of reNEET 2026 to subscribe Khushboo Patani content attends here almost 243 less score than the scheduled cast lowest cutoff of reNEET T, and that is the significant moments at the points. Okay, now let's check it at the momentum points, and here we can see these moments. The girls' aspirants of reNEET was busy to love the auto rickshaw unemployed other than auto rickshaw drivers, and here they can love with the here drug mafia. They can love with here Osama bin Laden or Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, the Islamic State terrorist leaders, or here the idiot girls aspirants of NEET to score negative 105 out of 720 is to marry with Hillary Clinton or Kamala Harris or Jordan Mahmoudani. And here we can see this points. Now here it is the moments why that is the discussion of Major Khushboo Patani, but she did not state here what is this, how can her subscriber score 720 out of 720 in NEET 2026, and that was the significant negative points as we could see. Okay, now here we can see those points. Well, now here is my simple questions, and as we can see the simplify, where here, the simple questions I can say the Khushboo Patani contains responsibility to support NEET girls aspirants to be subscriber of her. Well, now here we can see what is the noise functions. What is the noise functions? It is here questions in 4 marks. Here is the 4 options. One option is eating. Second option is here walking. Third option is writings, and the fourth option is receiving oxygen and releasing here carbon dioxide. Now let's check it the moments. Let's analyze what is the answer of the girls aspirants who is supporters of Khushboo Patani to stay against Anirudh Acharya in the topic of living relationships. Okay, 30% is girls aspirant to subscribe Khushboo Patani's answer would be walking. 30% girls aspirants of NEET to subscribe Khushboo Patani's answer would be here dieting as a function of noise. 34% answers of girls aspirants who subscribe and Khushboo Patani and supporter uh, Khushboo Patani against Anirudh Acharya is eating foods or eating waters, having waters, and now well, the one questions and the one option would be the answer of the following girls aspirant of reNEET 2026, who is the haters of Khushboo Patani in the topic of Anirudh Acharya in the living relationship, where the answer would be receiving oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide. Okay. Now it is the significant points. But now here we could see all of girls aspirants of NEET exam to subscribe Khushboo Patani can contains negative 1 marks out of positive 4. Only uh, the girls aspirants to of NEET exam to hate Khushboo Patani contains the score would be positive 4 out of positive 4. And now this is the moments Khushboo it is the reality of Khushboo Patani as we could see. Okay. Now here we can see the points the dowry craze in India. Well, as the points of her. Okay. Now let's check the moments. What is the today's date? That is 2010. May 22. Okay. What is 22 subtract by 14? That is here 8. Well, now here we can see this the moments. Khushboo Patani did not supporting here girls aspirants to crack the exams of NEET exams or reNEET exams in 2026, and that is the significant negative points as we could see the moments. Okay, now here we can see that is the moments. Well, here I can state the momentum at points. Now I can mention human face. Okay. Now here we can see this moments. Well, and now here we can show at the 1 points. The 1 points I would mention is, well, it would be awkward of everyone knew, but still it is the on of NEET exams. Okay. The exam is that, well, if Calgatot would wait with Major Khushboo Patani, where okay, if Calgatot waits Major Khushboo Patani, where Calgatot became the biological fathers and Khushboo Patani is biological mothers, and somehow we can develop the artificial Y sperm from biological father Gal Gadot. What is the probability of genders of two childs? Okay. Now here we can see the points. Option A. Here we can see the 50% child would be son and 50% child would be daughters. Option B. Here we can see the points. 100% child would be daughters. Option C. Now here we can see 100% child would be sons. And option D. Well, homosexuality is the haram in our society. Okay. Now let's check the moments. What is the answer? Here answer is clear. The option. Here we can see the points. The supporters of Khushboo Patani would be the girls' aspirants. To write option B, that here would be 100% daughters. Okay. Here option C would be still vacantly. Has 50% of girls aspirant to be supporter of Khushboo Patani rights. Option B is the 100% daughter. And 50% girls aspirants of NEET to supporters of Khushboo Patani would write option D, that here women's homosexuality is haram in our society. But what is the correct answer? Correct answer is option A, where option A would be 50% child would be son and 50% child would be daughters. Now that is the significant moments. And here we can see this the points. Khushboo Patani supporters to be girls aspirants of 2026 reNEET exams can score -1 out of +4. On the other hand, the haters of Khushboo Patani can score 4 out of 4. Now let's calculate. What is your Khushboo Patani's haters score? Khushboo Patani's haters score is 8 out of 8. And what is Khushboo Patani's supporters score? Khushboo Patani's supporters score is -2 out of 8. Okay. Now here we can see these moments, and that is the questions of genetics. That is significantly necessary. Okay. Now I think it would be difficult moments where here we can see the points. Now let's condense the easy questions. And here, well, now let's come to the easy questions at the moment. Well. Now let's check it. What is the easy questions? What is the functions of eyes? Option A, writing. Option B, walking. Option C, watching some things. And option D, eating. Okay. Or speaking. Well, now here we can see the points. Now here we can see these moments. In the points, Khushboo Patani's responsibility was to educate what? Khushboo Patani's responsibility was to educate that how can a girl's aspirants crack the reNEET exams where question is what is the function of eyes. But now let's check it. What is the answers? Option A, writing, is the answer of the 33% girls aspirants of reNEET who was subscriber of Khushboo Patani. Option B would to be working is the 33% answers of girls aspirants to be subscriber of supporters of Khushboo Patani. And option D to be here speaking would be the answer of 33% girls aspirants to be supporters of Khushboo Patani. But now, here we can see the points. What is the haters of Khushboo Patani's answer? That is option C. Something, watching something is the function of eyes. Now here we can see the points. What would be the answer of the moments? The haters of Khushboo Patani could score 4 out of 4. On the other hand, the supporters of Khushboo Patani scored -3 out of 4. Okay. And now here we can see that is their 90%. This is the general questions of 90% to be 90. I apologize. It is the general questions would be the 90 questions from biology. That would be 50% out of 100. I mean the 50%. Okay. Now in that points, what is the score of haters of Khushboo Patani at 90 biologies, where biological questions, where 90 biological questions contains the score to be 360. And here we can see that is the moments. Well, now here we can see these points. 90 biological questions. Haters of Khushboo Patani attempts 90 correct answers and 0 wrong answers. What is the score? 3600. I apologize. 360 out of 360. On the other hand, when we are discussing about the score of the supporters of Khushboo Patani to be girls aspirants, well, Khushboo Patani supporters to be girls aspirants score 90 wrong answers out of 90 biological questions, and here score would be -90 out of 360. Okay. Now, well, let's check it. What is the significant irony? Well, significant irony is Khushboo Patani is self-claimed, well, certified nutritionist and self-claimed fitness influencer. But what is her subscribers? Here we can see, well, now here we can see the points. Her subscribers or supporters to be girls aspirants of NEET examinations could score, well, -90 out of 360 marks of the biological questions of NEET exam. And now here we can see that is the critical points. Okay. Now here we can see these moments. It is the significant points here we can see. And here is the discussing the why the meritorious girl aspirants did not subscribe Major Khushboo Patani. And here is the structural discussions in how much times? That is here 55 minutes. Okay. Now here it is the first points. On the other hand, let's check out the second points at the moment. Okay. Now here we can let's talk about the dowries. Well, now just for we can wait for 30 seconds, and here we can say, well, now here we can see this moments. Khushboo Patani's viewers is what is the significant points? Well, now here we can see May 21, 2026, Khushboo Patani upload a video dowry in India as a titles. But she did not discuss about reNEET examination to support the meritorious girl aspirants. Okay, once that was her responsibility. Okay, what is the views? That is 2000. Here 1964 views, and what is the how much like? That is 200. Okay. Now when we can see the what is the points of likes, here we can see 200 likers of Khushboo Patani in the video of with the titles of dowry in India cannot score the 90 biological questions, where 3 out of where one biological question is what is the function of heart. Okay. Now here we know that what is in the exam of as the questions of NEET exams. Here everybody we know that the women's hemoglobin level would be 0.003 to 0.005 nanograms per liter would be the standard of girls' hemoglobin levels. Well, and here question would be what is the hemoglobin level for girls? But now here is the irony. The irony is that 200 likers of Khushboo Patani's video with the title of Dowry in India cannot answer the questions that what is the hemoglobin level for a girl. 1964 viewers of Khushboo Patani's video with the titles to be dowry in India cannot answer that what is the hemoglobin level for girls. And now let's check it. Well, here we can check the points. Okay. What is comments? Well, the comment is 224 comments. Well, as we could see, now let's take the samples of comments. Now, one comment says, "Thank you, ma'am. You are making girl awards." Second comment says, Bangladesh say respect you are real human, life changing your video. Third comment is ma'am मायके में भी गर्ल का सोना होता है बस ससुराल ही नहीं. That is the moments. That means here we can say this points. Here 224 positive commenters of Khushboo Patani's video with the titles of Dowry in India does cannot contest a capability to answer the question that what is the hemoglobin level for girls. Okay, it is the simple points. And now it is the significant points we could see. Then how we could expect here from Khushboo Patani to here discuss about the girls aspirants. I mean to discuss to support the girls aspirants of NEET, where 224 commentators of Khushboo Patani's video with the titles of Dowry in India cannot answer the question to be the how much hemoglobin level for girls, and that is the significant points we could see. Well, and now here we can see the moments. Now at us the significant times we could notify. Okay, and here are 224 commenters of Khushboo Patani's latest video cannot answer of the biological questions of NEET exam, where question is what is the hemoglobin level of girls, where irony is Khushboo Patani is certified, self-claimed certified nutritionist and the fitness influencers. And now here we can see that is the significant ironies as we could notify. Okay, now I think here the NEET exam is situating, and here trend is dying for now, and here the date is May 22, and we contain only the next live stream to be only on, and then I would be busy for your Idul Adha live stream. I mean Hajj live stream. See you then. Khuda Hafiz. Love you. Okay.